I just saw a picture of a house that I was so immediately enamored by that I literally had to run to my computer so we could try and build it in The Sims. This is a universal experience, okay? We've all been there, but this one might be a little bit weirder than normal because it's not really a house. It's actually a doll house, but is this not the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? I am obsessed with this. The color, the roof, like everything about this is so perfect to me. So I want to try to recreate something like this in the game, but because I'm ridiculous, I want to do it with a limited budget. I initially gave myself 20,000 simoleons. I don't know how that's gonna go. We might need to up it to like 35. I think I just love the idea of a sneaky starter home where it looks really expensive, but it's actually not. It's gonna have to be really small for this to work, which I am a little bit nervous about. It's also gonna need to have like a tower, which I'm not sure is actually gonna happen. So this is kind of the main shape of the building. In the picture, they have that really cute little section with like the roof on it. I do like that. I just think it might be a little bit wide for that to work here. They actually have one on the side too, but I feel like that might be better just for the sake of our budget and like for the size of the lot. It is quite small on the inside, but I honestly don't think that we should make it any bigger than this. I think that we'll just use the wraparound porch to our advantage. And maybe we could have the little rounded part in the back too. Is that like too much? It does make for a kind of weird shape, but maybe it's cool, I don't know. Now, normally I would put walls up here, but we can't really afford that right now. So I'd like to have a room that we then enclose with the roof, but that's not gonna work with the budget that we're under. So I'm gonna do it with a platform instead. I kind of wanted to curve it. I just don't know if that's gonna look bad because they have it curved in the picture, but ours is a little bit skinnier than theirs. Okay, this takes like a million roof pieces, but at least the roofs are free. So I was kind of picturing something like that for the top floor. Oh, and then this could be medium wall height. Oh my gosh. It might actually be better with a platform. When you do it with platforms, you have a little bit more freedom about the height of everything. Oh, I think that's too tall. Let's do it like this. I guess I could lower all of these. I'll admit that I do feel a little bit silly right now doing all of this just to save money on walls, but then again, it might actually be better this way. It's got that height variation to it that I always so desperately want, but then can't really achieve with walls. We can put a little trim on it. Ooh, the trim looks kind of bad on this part. I'm not so happy with how it looks up there. Maybe I make it smaller up there. I don't know. In the picture, it's so fancy up there, so I probably should keep it. Okay, this is a budget spandrel for 8 simoleons. I think I'm gonna try and use Strangerville columns, and maybe I can make the Strangerville spandrels work. They're significantly more expensive, but it's just so pretty that I really want to be able to use it. Ugh, that is not starter home vibes. That's way too expensive. Same thing with the fence. It's like no matter what we do, they're gonna be so pricey, but look at how nice that looks with the beautiful fencing. And we can remove that part and then have stairs right here. It'll help. It'll help. Same thing in the back, maybe like that. Okay, one slight problem is that no matter how you do it, the roof trim looks ridiculous. Like all the different ones have this weird corner to them almost. And that's obviously not really what we're going for right now. I do want to put flooring around the whole edge of this because I'd like to get some sort of trim. This is also money that we don't really have, but I think that it helps to have something fancy up there. And then we do some kind of shingle. I love these big ones. That's so pretty. Can we afford something like this window? It also doesn't want to place there, so that's a bad sign too. But wouldn't that be like so cute? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. How much was that? 245. I'm paying a whole lot of money for a whole bunch of stuff that we don't need yet. Oh, wait. This trim, not glitchy. Oh my gosh, that's a lifesaver. That actually looks 10 times better. Okay, maybe I should have just left it with the default trim. I'm not sure if this is a good idea either, because in the picture, they did not have a roof on this side, but I'm kind of feeling like it'd be nice to have a roof with texture instead of having it be flat. It adds some extra dimension to it. Okay, we have 13,000 simoleons left and we haven't really done anything. That's a lot of money to spend on the exterior. I think that I don't like this. I feel like it looks weird from the interior with all those different shapes to it, so I might stick to something a little bit more simple. We can figure it out based on the floor plan, but I just wasn't liking the angles. Honestly, it even being flat is probably fine too, because there's just a lot happening. It's a really weird shaped room. 375. Oh my god, that's painful. It's so painful. There are cheaper doors, but they're not as wide. Like this one doesn't really have the same vibe to it. These medium wall height doors, that's only 50 simoleons. How is that one only 50? And then the growing together one is almost 400. It makes no sense. I guess medium wall height is probably better suited for this anyway. That does mean we have to pay more money for stairs though, and that kind of scares me. Do we even have space for stairs that are that tall? See? The house is too small, we can't do it. Unless you intentionally allow the door to clip, which you could do. You could do it. Should you do it? Probably not, but you could. Now, these windows, I hate to say it, but they are really perfect for this. What is happening up there? Did the platform shrink itself? Oh, maybe it's because of the wall height change. That is really weird. Okay, whatever. What other options do we have though? I mean, maybe like the growing together ones. Maybe we don't bother with a back door. That might actually be better like that. I hate to say it, but it might be cheaper for us to not have a back door. Let me just grab some stuff, like some random furniture. We'll probably swap these for something else. I'm just kind of trying to think about how it's gonna be laid out. That staircase location's terrible because I want to be able to split this up into at least 2 bedrooms. Maybe it was better with this thing over there because the staircase could potentially go along this wall, and that could maybe work out as a nice way for us to have 2 bedrooms upstairs. Maybe I could raise the bathroom onto a platform just so I can cover up the door clipping. Is that bad? It's pretty bad, like really bad. What happens if you put a rug over that? Nothing. I like the door so much is the problem, but I think we all know in our heart that it's a bad idea. It's just so pretty. This door doesn't cut it. Some of them don't clip as bad. Like this one has a, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do. All right, this is possibly a really, really silly idea, but I'm gonna make the entire upstairs shorter. I'm gonna put the whole thing on 2 platforms. I had to make the staircase bigger to do that. I actually don't think it's that bad. This is still functional. It's just really tight, which is not ideal. Okay, let me just think for a second about this because I'm trying to decide if it fits anything or not. It might be kind of bad. It actually is kind of bad. I don't know, but that looks cool. Of course, the window is cut off, which isn't really what I wanted, but I guess it can be raised up. Ooh, the vampire floor is the same price as the cheapest base game one. That looks so good. Oh, that does not look good. That part is weird. I guess it's because it's the platform edge. Is it always gonna clip like that? This game is like constantly getting my hopes up and then crushing my little dreams, like nonstop with the back and forth. I'm gonna do this fence. That's cottage living. I think the horse ranch beds are gonna come in real handy for this, making a cheap bedroom. Okay, it is still a little bit ugly, but I think in terms of finished product, we're kind of getting somewhere because we've got almost everything paid for. Of course, I'll change the colors of these things, but it's kind of starting to look like a house, which is good. Oh, this was supposed to be short again, my bad. And the platform's messed up now. I kind of like the idea of big windows. I don't know if that's cool or not, but I think it looks nice. Let's just paint it pink and see what happens. I really liked the pink. I can't tell if it's too much. No. Something's weird. I think it's because it's so short. Like if we had the taller walls, it would be better, but the house is so small that I don't think we can do that. Maybe I'll put it on a higher foundation. Whoa. Okay, this is potentially a really bad idea, but I'm wondering what would happen if I had like a frieze all the way around this. It's gonna be short wall height, so it's not gonna want to work. Oh my God, maybe not. Maybe undo everything you just did, Kayla. That was too much. Oh, this modern luxe wallpaper is only 2 simoleons. So we can use that at no extra cost. I hadn't really considered using the modern luxe rugs or anything in here, but that might be kind of a cool idea. This one's only 105. There are other relatively cheap rugs too. Like this is 175. Oh, that's pretty with the pink roses. Maybe I'll try that. I wonder if there are any sofas that are cheap and slightly pink, because I would love to have a light pink sofa right here. I just know that a lot of the ones that are pink are really expensive. Like this is 530. This is only 500. Ooh, and it has that kind of like dusty color. Maybe that's what we want. Okay, unfortunately this coffee table is really cheap. Although there is this one. This is a little bit nicer. Kind of steps it up a bit. Does a TV not slot to this? Like why? Do you think bringing in a little bit of blue is a bad idea? This is 210. Oh my God. Everything I want is too expensive. Literally everything is so expensive in this game. We cannot have this dining table either. That is a mess. I hate to have to pay for a more expensive one, but like sometimes it just has to be done. In the kitchen, I would very much like to have a backsplash. I think I'd also like to get newer better counters. I'm wondering about the ones from For Rent. Those are a little bit on the pricier side. I don't have any money left if I do it like that, which is kind of sad for us. What happens if we get rid of some of this? I mean, it looks ridiculous without a wraparound porch. The back is like kind of sad looking, but also potentially that's good. Oh, I love that chair. Let's use that. It's also cheaper. I feel like that's a bit fancier anyway. How much do pianos cost? $1,300. Okay, that's more expensive than me buying a computer. That is not really starter home energy. Let's just say that. I wonder, do you think that we could make upstairs? Oh, hold on. This is maybe a really bad idea, but I'm just throwing out some concepts, okay? Do you think that we could maybe make the upstairs into 3 bedrooms? Because you could try and cover that. No, I feel like that's a foolish plan. I probably should stop. I like it, it's cute, but it's more functional to do it like this. Like maybe if we weren't trying to do this with such a small budget, but on the budget that we have, let's calm down. Let's stop this. We can put this thing though, and that's good. That's only 100 simoleons too. Okay, I don't think that I should put anything else inside of this bathroom. I think I should probably leave it like it is. Maybe with some pink curtains. I don't know. It's not my favorite, this bathroom look, but it'll do. And then for the bedroom, oh, look at that with the pink bed. Are you kidding? Should I delete the underside of the stairs? Oh no, it saves us so much money. I just literally despise how it looks. That's the problem. I really don't like it. I just can't bring myself to do it. I can't. I know I would save a lot of money by doing that, but it's horrible. I can't do it. 85 for that. Are you kidding? Oh dear. We're out of money again. I think I might swap it to be just 2 dining chairs because that gives us some money back. I just tried to put this werewolves rug down. It looks really messy, so I probably shouldn't. Maybe I'll give myself like, how about 2,000 more simoleons? It's a 2-sim starter home. It costs 22K because with that, I think we can do it. I just need like a little bit more money to finish this, like the littlest bit more. I think it would also go a long way to have a couple extra bits of clutter in the kitchen and stuff. And we don't have an indoor trash can or like a thermostat. And this way we can pay for all of those things too. The money goes away quick when you try and buy stuff like that though. Look, I've already got 1,600 left. I think the downstairs could be done like this. I don't really like this chair anymore though. Maybe I'd do a regular one. Something like that could be good. Okay, and that gives me a little bit of extra money to figure out the upstairs again because I don't really have anything up here yet. So yeah, maybe it would be good if we had a little bit of money to actually decorate up here. I would love that cottage living chair that I wanted to use with the floral print. I think that might be kind of good for in here. Oh dear. I thought that came in pink. It barely does. Oh, I don't know about the pink and the gold in this room. I'm wondering if the pink trim looks cool though, because it kind of matches the bed. I can't really tell. I'll leave it like that for now. I want to fix this kid's room. I guess I'll make it like a light blue color. There is a dark blue wallpaper, but I think I'll probably pick something a bit more simple. Oh my god, platforms are such a nightmare. I can't believe I raised the whole thing up like this. Okay, those are the basics. We do want to have a rug. This one's only 90 and it has like the exact right colors too. I keep using that in kids' rooms, but it works really well. If I put this in the corner, can I still afford Blarfy? Yes, Blarfy 75 and I have 77 simoleons. Oh my goodness. Let me try and do a slightly cheaper variant of this dresser because I think this is only 250. Oh my gosh. Yeah, use that instead. That's 40 simoleons for a wall decal? Boo. Well, that works for now. I might try and use the last 100 simoleons to get some stuff outside. That's 90. Oh my god. I want a porch light, but even that's too expensive. Rug, too expensive. Oh, I removed the flooring. That gave me some money back. Let's call it there and I'll do the rest with debug. Oh no, wait. I wanted to put something up here. Ooh, it might just have to be plain white. I'm actually gonna get rid of the whole foundation just for a second so I can landscape this a little bit easier. Doing this as a starter home has definitely not done justice to the beauty of the original picture. We need some big bushes in the back because I'm trying to hide the fact that there's like no windows right there. The back is really weird. I'm not happy with it. I kind of just chose to prioritize other things, which is fine. You need to do that sometimes, but it does make the back look kind of strange. Oh, this is like my favorite tree. Maybe I should use it. Doesn't really fit though. Maybe I could put it in the back. Then you can see the pretty flowers from the front, and that's good. That's too small, right? Like, let's not even bother with that. I don't think so. I don't know, does that look okay with that color? I think I like it like that. I wanna get the base game big, pretty white hydrangeas that I always use, because we have this version in debug, but there's also a bigger one that has more swatches. Oh, we could even use these if we wanted to. I might have scrolled past it. I don't know where it is. Oh, we can put some of these on the porch though. That's nice. I did scroll past it. It is in fact right here. I picked white flowers because I was kind of trying to match the white on this tree. I don't know if it's like too simple or not, but I do like how they look. All right, let's put the foundation back in so we can kind of see better how it looks. I like that. The trees and the landscaping have helped a lot. Okay, that's a relief. I have to cheat money to put the stairs back because we cannot afford them. Is that right? 21,830. That means I have more money than I thought because we can put 170 in. It did just, oh wait, it's because it deleted my things. What's that? Okay, actually we have 20 simoleons left. 20. Oh my god. All right, what can we do with 20 simoleons? Free terrain paint. That's step one. We can definitely put free terrain paint. I wonder about maybe like a debug frog or something for the kids room because that's only 10 simoleons and we don't have anything right there. And then we have some of those cottage decals because that might not look so bad if we took one of those. I didn't mean to build like a farm themed bedroom, but I guess that's what ended up happening. And that's a fully functional house. It's really small. It looks fancy though. Can I upload it to the gallery as a fancy starter home? It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It is just under 22,000 simoleons. So you need to have a second sim to live here, but it worked out pretty well. I'm proud of this and I had fun building it. Now it might be kind of fun to try and build this again, but with money because you can make it look way better. I also wish that we had more of that color. I like that color a lot better and the like style of the paneling, but it's fine. It's The Sims 4. We can only do so much. But here's kind of a top-down overview of the first floor and then the second floor. I'd give you a tour, but there's not that much to tour. It's kind of, that's it. It did end up using a lot of packs, which is kind of embarrassing, but you have to do it sometimes to save some money. And I think on that note, I may end this video right here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I love building starter homes. I know it's embarrassing, but like seriously, it's my favorite thing to do in The Sims. I love a budget challenge.